Hi everyone. Today we are dealing with the second chapter of the first unit, Flights of Freedom. The whole unit accelerates the need for empowering women and echoes the challenges faced by women. So our focus is on Any Woman, a poem written by Catherine Tinnan. It is a poem that celebrates womanhood or the glory of motherhood and the self-effacing love of a mother. Catherine Tinnan is an Irish writer who is known for her poems and novels. Involved in Irish literary revival, Catherine's main concern was for feminist causes. In this poem, which is titled Any Woman, she has focused on the pain, the sufferings and the concerns of a mother. Let me read the poem loudly and just listen to it. Any Woman by Catherine Tinnan. I am the pillars of the house, the keystone of the arch am I. Take me away and roof and wall would fall to ruin me utterly. I am the fire upon the hearth, I am the light of the good sun, I am the heat that warms the earth, which else were colder than a stone. At me the children warm their hands, I am their light of love alive. Without me cold the hearthstone stands, nor could the precious children thrive. I am the twist that holds together the children in its sacred ring. They are not of love, from whose close tether no lost child goes a-wandering. I am the house from floor to roof. I deck the walls, the board I spread. I spin the curtains, warp and woof, and shake the down to be their bed. I am their wall against all danger, their door against the wind and snow. Thou whom a woman laid in a manger, take me not till the children grow. This poem, Any Woman, as I said, it speaks about the self-effacing love of a woman or of a mother. It's a composition in 6 stanzas which abounds in metaphorical images and with a rhyme scheme in the pattern A, B, C, D, C, D, excluding the first stanza. It is always said that train a child in the way he should go, and when he is older, he will not depart from it. It simply means that raise a child to know who he is and guide him in becoming even more himself. As you could see, this poem expresses the physical and the emotional presence of a mother. It is a beautiful portrayal of a mother in her multifaceted role. Now let's get into the poem in detail. Now this is the first stanza of the poem. I am the pillars of the house, the keystone of the arch am I. Take me away and roof and wall would fall to ruin me utterly. In the very first stanza itself, the poet has clearly echoed the role of a mother in a family and the importance of a mother in holding the family together. And when you look at this stanza, it's clear that you have metaphorical images. The speaker of the poem is a mother, and as the title says, it could be any mother because the title is Any Woman. And here the mother speaks about the sentiments in her role in handling a family together. So let's get it. I am the pillars of the house, the keystone of the arch am I. Take me away and the roof and wall would fall to ruin me utterly. Here, the house is the central metaphor. And so, we can say that the mother and the house are synonyms because as the pillar and the keystone as the central metaphors here, she equates or a mother equates herself to the pillar and the stone of the house. As a pillar and a keystone is important for holding a building, in the same way, a mother's emotional and physical presence is very important to hold the family together. And she says that if you take away the central stone, the whole building will be devastated or collapsed. In the same way, the presence of a mother is not in the family, or in the absence of the mother in the family, the house will become lifeless. And that is echoed in the very first stanza. Now let's get into the second stanza. I'm the fire upon the hearth, I'm the light of the good sun, I'm the heat that warms the earth, which else were colder than a stone. In this stanza also, we know that the words fire, light, heat, they are all forms of energy. And that's the same way a mother's energy is reflected in the house, because she compares herself to the fire, to the light, and to the heat. Here, the mother's love and compassion is the fire, the light, and the heat. Just like the sun warms the earth, the mother's love, compassion, and gentleness warms her children. And she says that without the presence of a mother, the house becomes lifeless. And you know, house is just a building. It becomes a home with the love, compassion of a mother. So that is the role of a mother in holding up a family. Now let's get into the third stanza. At me the children warm their hands. I'm their light of love alive. Without me cold the hearthstone stands, nor could the precious children thrive. She has already said that she has the hearth, she is the light, she is the heat. And here it is a little more confirmed. She says that her children warm her hands at her. That is, the love of the mother is emphasized. She is the light of love alive, the pure, true love which any child could blindly trust upon is the love of the mother. Without me cold the hearthstone stands. The hearthstone is the place where you fire or you light the fire to make the house warm. As the hearthstone warms the stone or the house, children warm themselves at the love and compassion of a mother. So this is what this particular stanza tells us. Going on to the next stanza. I'm the twist that holds together the children in its sacred ring. They are knot of love from whose close tether no lost child goes a wandering. So after comparing herself to the pillar, to the keystone, to the hearth, to the light, and to the warmth of the sun, she has compared herself here to a twist that holds together children in its sacred ring. Look at the phrase sacred ring. Sacred ring is love. So what holds a family together? It is the love of the mother. It is a twist that holds together the children in its sacred ring, and they are knot of love from whose close tether no lost child goes a wandering. Here she has compared herself to a twist and to the knot of love that holds different strands together. And why she is holding them close to herself? She is holding them close to herself because child will go a wandering. If she doesn't hold the children close to herself, a child may become a rogue, a wanderer, or a loafer. So that is how a woman or a mother always holds on to the family. Now let's get into our next stanza. I'm the house from floor to roof. I deck the walls, the board I spread. I spin the curtains, warp and woof, and shake the down to be their bed. The stanza clearly tells us the role a mother plays in a house. or in a home, or to make a house a home. Because we all know the role of a mother. More than the emotional and physical presence of the mother, she balances the home. Round the clock, she does everything, but none of us notices it. That has been echoed here. The pain, the suffering of the mother abounds as we go from one stanza to the other. And here, the work that a mother does silently has been echoed. I am the house from floor to roof. Each and every corner of the house is concentrated by the mother. She decorates the house, cleans the house, feeds her children, and even makes their bed. And in this stanza, she is compared to a bird, a mother bird, who makes the nest, feeds the nestling, and make their bed with feathers. So that's the role of a mother in a family. Let's get into the last stanza. When we get into this stanza, the poem has biblical reference and allusions to. Let's see what it is. And their wall against all danger, their door against the wind and snow. Thou whom a woman laid a manger, take me not till the children grow. See, I am their wall against all danger, the door against the wind and snow. The phrase wind and snow are symbolic of calamities. And the mother says that she is the wall and the door against all the dangers, all the adversities, and protects her children from everything. So she saves and protects her children, being a shield from all the dangers and adversities that may befall them, and shows the power of motherhood. Now look at the last two lines. The concluding lines gives us a biblical reference. At the same time, it expresses the fear of a mother, a fear every mother has. And so the poem has concluded with the line, take me not till the children grow. And that's a prayer which is there in the lips of mothers. They just wanted Jesus Christ, or God, to prolong their life till children grow. The words thou, it's archaic, which means you. And the word manger, it gives an allusion to Jesus Christ. So bringing in the image of Jesus Christ and highlighting the nobility of Mother Mary, the poet is stressing upon the emotional and the physical presence of a mother in a family, and glorifies motherhood. Down the generations, poets have celebrated motherhood. We look at the poems like To My Mother, Tribute to My Mother. All these speaks about motherhood. And the same lines which are here, take me not till the children grow, it is echoed by yet another poet, which is Nizam Ezekiel, in his poem Night of the Scorpion, where he says, or the central character, which is a mother, says, thank God, the scorpion took on me and spared my children. That too is a prayer, because a mother can never tolerate the pain and suffering that befalls on their children, because that's the beauty and power of motherhood. Concluding, I like to say that till now, what we have seen in these stanzas and in the poems of others, it was celebration of motherhood. But in the poem titled Middle Age by Kamala Das, we see a different note. The poem celebrates, or the poet expresses, the deep emotions of a mother who is left alone at her middle age by her son. So dear children, remember, motherhood is not just of bearing children. It's a beautiful journey with children. Thank you.